When you think about plastic modelling kits, especially World War II aircraft, one firm's name springs to mind straight away, that being Airfix. Of course, they did the absolutely classic release of the Supermarine Spitfire Mk.Va. Hello, welcome back to the Adrian project. I'm Adrian with a face for radio, and on today's episode I'm going to be doing a plain talking review of Airfix's Supermarine Spitfire Mk.Va. So, cue the music! Right, so here we go then. The Airfix Supermarine Spitfire Mk.Va in 1/72 scale. This is a skill level 1 and the kit number is A02102. As you can see, got a nice little bit of artwork on the front, on the side. You've got the two versions that you can make in this kit. On that side edge there you've got some CAD photos of parts of the kit as well, and on the back there is the Airfix Club. Now I'm going to be doing a little video piece at the end of this review about the Airfix Members Club if you have not heard already. So I've not opened this yet. This was a Christmas present from my son, and I've not opened it, so here we go, fresh out of the box. And as always, I will be doing a photo montage so we can have a closer look at the parts. That's if we can get into the box. So there we go. So it's usual Airfix fare. You get the one bag with the sprues in. You get some nice sheet of decals, and we get the well, it's not new anymore, is it? It's like the Revell one. They've got this way of doing the instructions now, haven't they? So they've got the instruction sheet in as well. So as always, I'm going to go away for a minute and take all the sprues out of the bag, and then we can have a look at the instructions and decals first. Okay, so we'll have a look at the decals first, and if I'm right in assuming this, I think Airfix now use Cartograph, which everybody unanimously will say make the best decals money can buy. So they're really nice decals there. It's a small sheet. There's a lot of little fiddly decals on there. I'm not looking forward to putting them on, because usually when I do it, if I'm using a cocktail stick or whatever to put them on, it'll wrap itself around the end of the cocktail stick, or if you put it on the brush it wraps itself around. Oh, it's a nightmare, but there we go. You do your best, don't you? So like I say, some lovely decals there. They're all in register. You get to do two versions of 164 Squadron and the 41st Squadron, and there are lots of stencils on there for the common decals as well. Quite eligible even for my really ridiculously poor eyesight, and you do get little decal for the instrument panel which is all nice and good and lovely. So that's your decals. So instruction sheet, here we go. It's got Hornby models on the front. If I can find a date on this when this was released, I will let you know. I'm not seeing one at the minute. I'm hoping it's going to be one of their newer releases, as in the last 5 or 6 years. So as always, you get potted history of the Spitfire. I've got it in English, French, German, Spanish, and I think that might be Swedish, is it? That's not too sure. Don't shoot me if I got it wrong. You've got all the assembly icon instructions there. Over here, you've got all the information that you need to start off with. If you've never done a kit before, it tells you what to do, how to go about cleaning the pots and whatever, all in different languages. So as we see, we start off with section part 1, and we're doing the pilot, doing all the cockpit assembly. So we've got the pilot. If you want to use the pilot, it's totally up to you. Sitting onto the bulkhead and doing all the gubbins inside with the pedals. Then on section 2, we're doing the propeller. It's up to you which, you've got a choice of A or B, so you decide which version you're going to do. Version A is for the 164 Squadron, and version B is for the 41st Squadron. As you can see, that version there, it's got more of a triangular shape to the nose propeller cone there. That's more rounded, so that's what you've got to look out on that. So we'll move on to section 3, and this is putting all your cockpit sub-assembly into the fuselage halves, which you would have already painted cockpit green, I'm assuming. It's showing you where to position everything, so you know you've got it in the right angle. There are holes to be opened here if you are doing the version B variant of it. Going on to section 4, we've got the wing assemblies. Now again, there's some more drilling to do, all depending on which version you're going to be doing. And of course as well, I think we've got paint call out difference here as well, for which version you're doing on the wings. So there you go. I'm not too sure what all that's about. It could possibly be doing if you got the wheels down up, or then you're going to see inside, so you're going to know which number to paint inside. That's telling you about stand. If you're going to use one, you have to buy them separately. I remember the days when you used to get the stand in all the kits. You got them in the 72nd scale, you got them in the 132nd scale, and you got them in the 124 scale. Why they stopped putting them in, I don't know. Probably just to save money, I don't know. It's a bit daft, but there we go. Moving on to section 5. There you've got to make a choice if you're going to be having wheels up or down. If you're going to have the wheels up, you've already got the little wheel moulded into that piece already. If having wheels down, you've got to make paint the strut there for the wheels that you're attaching to. This is attaching all the little greeblies on the underside of the aircraft. And then of course, there we go. Again, if you're going to have wheels up or down, it's giving you the painting options. Put them into place. Moving on to section 6. That is putting an air scoop in and fitting your wheels, which you will have already painted, and which you should really do. That will be the last thing that you do, putting them on, as well as this piece here. That's your aerial. A nice little diagram here is giving you the angle for the dihedral there. So if you want to be totally anal about it and get your dihedral spot on, it's 86 degrees there on your wheels there, and you've got to have a 68 degree angle there between the bottom of the aircraft and the floor. That's a bit I don't know, a bit too anal for me, to use a better word. So that moves us on to the paint guide. So if you're going to be doing variant A, that is the number 164 Argentine British Squadron Royal Air Force Peterhead. That's in Scotland, and that was in April to September in 1942, and that's your paint call outs and everything for that. If you're going to be doing the 41st Squadron, which was flown by Squadron Leader Donald Osborne Finlay from Hornchurch in Essex in September 1941, then that is going to be the paint guide for you. Then, of course, oh no, that's it. That gives you all your Decals and stencil call-outs as well. So there we go. Looks pretty straightforward. Like I said, it is a skill level 1 kit, so it's aimed mainly at beginners. And looking at those instructions there's nothing that I don't think even the most basic modeler is going to struggle with on that part. So that's the instructions. So let's now have a look at the parts. Okay, so as we can see, it comes on 3 grey sprues, and you've got your clear sprue for your cockpit canopies. So let's just have a look at these, just hope this picks it up. Some nice detailing on there. Shouldn't be too difficult to mask off. Shouldn't be too difficult. Just a bit of Tamiya tape over around with a brand new sharp blade. Don't push down too hard, else you'll scratch the clear plastic, and it should be easy enough to mask off. You've got 2 cockpit canopers there because you've got 2 variants, and then don't forget this little piece there. That is obviously a landing light that goes on underneath. Okay, so let's have a look at this main sprue. This one is saying it's sprue B. So as we can see, there's some absolutely fantastic detailing on this. Engraved panel lines on this is absolutely fantastic. Now this kit, I am waiting to get an airbrush. A friend of mine has got a compressor he's getting rid of, so as soon as I've got that I can get an airbrush, and I'm going to be having a go with that on this kit. The engraving on there is really fine, so if you're going to be painting this by hand just using your normal brush, you're going to have to thin your paints really well, and really thin coats. Also, you're going to obliterate all this engraved detail on there. It's absolutely fantastic. I think Airfix have done a great job on this. You're getting a little bit of detail in the wheel well, as just there. There's your little pilot dude. What can you see? Let's have a look at his face, because they're supposed to be doing some really decent work on this. It's okay. It's okay for what he is. I think you're going to have a job on getting some detail work on that, but it's like I say, figure painting is probably one of the most hardest things to do in modelling anyway, so even the most experienced modeler can sometimes struggle getting proper detail on that. But then again, like I say, thin coats, take your time and you can do a proper job of it. So we've got the exhaust there, we've got that's where, if you're having wheels up, you've got your wheels already molded onto that part. So yeah, I think they're your rudder pedals there to go in the cockpit. So that's that. Moving on to this one. This is the fuselage halves. Again, some fantastic detailing on that. Some awesome detailing on the inside of the cockpit as well. Now this is usually a sure giveaway that this version is a new tooling. Like I said, I've not seen a date on this anywhere at the minute. I think I might be wrong. I've just got 2015 in my head for some reason. This was a new tooling, but it's a recent tooling, shall we say. We'll leave it at that. And there's some absolutely awesome detail on this, especially on the wheels there. For a 1/72nd skit, or 1/72nd scale kit, this has got some fantastic detailing on. This is an awesome Spitfire, this. I wish it would have been like this when I was first modelling, when you just used to get the, who remembers the Airfix Spitfire that you used to get with the card header in the plastic bag? Yeah, and you used to get that little squeezy orangey brown rubber tube with the glue in. Yeah, so this is leaps and bounds ahead of that. Right, in this you've got two propellers in it actually. You've got a 2-bladed one and the 3-bladed one. Now the versions we're doing here are both for the 3-bladed one, so I think that's just a sprue for another option they'll probably be releasing or already have released. Again, we've got some more exhaust pipes there. There's your nose cone on that. It's fantastic. Some really fine detailing there on the aerial, the air intake, and there we go. So, lovely little kit. So, as always, I'm going to go away, get the old camera out, and we'll do a photo montage. So there you have it, Airfix's 1/72nd scale Supermarine Spitfire Mk.Va. So like I say, not a lot of parts to this kit. It is a skill level 1, so that'll be easy enough to do even for a beginner. I'm not seeing anything here that's going to be overly complicated. Some of the decals are really tiny, so if your eyesight's not great, you might struggle with them. Yeah, but with all that in mind, the detail on this is awesome, and for the price, I think you're going to pick this up for less than a tenner anyway. I don't think you can grumble at that. What an awesome little kit this is. Well done, Airfix. Pat on the back for you, because I'm going to give this my full 5 Evil Ednas. So, like I mentioned earlier in the video, on the back of the box is all the information that you needed for the Airfix membership club. The thing was, this hasn't been running for years. It's not been going for ages until now. So, if you've not heard or you've not yet picked up this month's edition of Airfix Model World, great news is it's the return of the Airfix Club, which means all these little tokens that you can clip off and save, and you've been saving and not knowing what to do with them, you finally got a use to do with them. So I'm going to read what it says here. It's going to be easier than me waffling on, because I did try it earlier on to do telling you about it, and it just come out all wrong. So it goes that the model has received a welcome surprise on June the 26th with the announcement that the Airfix Club was being restarted, 2 levels of membership. The standard enrolment includes a passport, that's to put all your little tokens on, welcome pack, 3 issues of the club magazine, an Airfix Club trolley coin, and the membership card, plus access to certain areas of the Airfix website open to just club members. So all that there will cost you £14.99 for the year. That's in the UK. Then an Airfix Club Plus membership is also offered, which adds an exclusive limited edition kit to the standard package. And this one for this year's release is the Nakajima B5N2 Kate. Now, I've done that model when I was younger. Fantastic little kit back then, so I'm assuming it's going to be absolutely brilliant as well this time round. And it is a limited edition. You get to do 2 original schemes plus 2 new options in it. Now, the subscription price for that for the year is £24.99 in the UK. Now, the international club fees are £34.99 for the year for the standard one, and £39.99 for the Air Club Plus. So there we go. All of you that's through Airfix models and you've been saving your little tokens, you've now got somewhere to use them. More details on that, I'd go and visit Airfix website at www.airfix.com. And that's the end of yet another episode. I hope you all enjoyed that one. If you did, and you haven't done so already, could you please remember to subscribe to my channel. At the moment, I'm aiming to get 1,000 subscribers. And as soon as I hit that 1,000th subscriber mark, I will donate at least £20 to Macmillan nurses here in the UK. For those of you living outside of the UK and you don't know who the Macmillan nurses are, they are there to help everyone with cancer live life as fully as they can, providing physical, financial and emotional support. I myself have had their services firsthand, and I can tell you they are exceptional. A lot of the time they do have to rely on public donations, so if you'd like to find out more about Macmillan nurses, or in fact give a little donation yourself, then please visit www.macmillan.org.uk. Okay, I'd like to thank you all again for watching. It's very much appreciated. Don't forget, you can still follow me on Facebook and on Twitter if that's going to be easy for you. And here's to seeing you all again on the next episode of the Adrian Bow Project.